Hello, Twitchinites. Welcome to Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen, Episode 11.
Queen.
We have special effects. We only get
Like
better with
Tanner's reaction.
each episode.
Damn it, we got you in the next one, Brian.
Oh
Don't
my
worry.
gosh. Oh no. How do I stop the echo?
Echo. I was ready.
But let me recap for us.
Super special.
So last week, or last episode, the heroes of Vogler took on Viewmaster Golcag and her Draconian guards, aka Major Boss Fight. After many skirmishes around the retreating town of Vogler, the group was able to take her down despite being pretty well banged up. The mayor, Darrett, and the group managed to escape the overrun burning town of Vogler. Jayev, a mercenary lieutenant of Cudgel's, drops in at the end to advise the party of Cudgel and Becklin's demise, which he was uncertain of. He knows they just got caught up, and a lot of the Ironclad regiment got overran and stuff. But with the Ironclad regiment kind of posting up a defense, or some sort of defense, like the army split into two routes, like one going to the Ironclad regiment and the other going to Vogler, so that definitely gave people of the town time to escape. So, but with
I believe it was a 30-second head start, right? 30 seconds.
It was
before they decimated all of them.
Yeah, it was about 45 seconds. I believe it went maybe six rounds or so. Some people their spells fizzled. There's some critical fumbles, but yeah, it didn't look good. You should have seen the combat log. It was a lot of Dragon Army, Soldier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Rage quitting.
Rage quit, yep. So possibly killed in action or captured. It is kind of uncertain, but they were able to give the town crucial time to evacuate to safety down the Vanguard River. The group carries with them a wooden box to give to Darrett once they reach Kalaman, which I don't know if I mentioned it last episode, but assumed we were carrying that box all throughout the town as we were helping people evacuate. So that was in the boat. And then as the Vanguard River carries a flotilla of boats from Vogler towards Kalaman, a journey that takes most of the night, the characters all advance to level 4. We're not sure about Halvard. I think he was still showing level 3, so it could be still questionable for him.
I'm level 20.
Oh, level 20 now. Okay, he hit some buttons. He's level 20. Okay. I don't need NPCs anymore. That's awesome. Great. So after the horrors the villagers have faced, everyone is relieved. Their journey downriver is uneventful. So this continues throughout the night, and by dawn, the morning after evacuating from Vogler, the characters and Vogler's surviving villagers arrive within sight of Kalaman. If you guys wanted to do any role-playing while you're floating down the river at night or anything like that, totally I don't want to leave that out and just cut from fleeing on a boat to, hey, you're entering Kalaman. So if you guys want to roleplay or say anything or ask questions or whatever, feel free to do so.
I feel like Balrin, having spent all of his energy, is just going to be totally exhausted. And with that horror, like, just kind of no words. Very, his whole thing is charm and whatnot.
Sure.
But it's also like he's got nothing in the tank for what just happened.
Very exhausted. All you guys just feel like it was the longest day ever.
That's definitely like Biddy's just like leaning up against whatever sturdy whatever is nearby, just because she can't even hold herself up anymore.
Leaning up against Halvard's Ispen Green Shield +1.
Slash fireball deflector.
Slash fireball deflector. Oh my god.
It gives you +1 on recovering from trauma.
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, Baldwin would be making sure, like, at some point in time, kind of making eye contact with each person and kind of in a way, like, giving acknowledgement of what just happened and his unspoken but incredibly deep appreciation for everybody. Like, without you, he would have died. So just kind of like, you know, nodding and accepting what's just happened. But yeah, again, no words for any of that.
Bonding over shared trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, you guys are kind of, there's like 2 boats with a bunch of you characters. I mean, you guys are mixed in with the Mayor Raven. Jayev is in the boat. Darrett is with you. You know, you guys are amongst like some of like the last people, or you guys are the last people that escaped from Vogler. So with that, we'll bounce over to the next morning. So yeah, in the morning, you guys see before you the walled city of...
Wait a second.
Oh, yep.
Was there a rest involved?
Oh yeah, everybody, everybody, I just said, like, gets like a long rest and stuff, so if you want to click your character sheet with a long rest, especially with your new spells and stuff like that too. So you guys will get in a long rest as you're floating down the river. Apparently it's like 30 miles down the river to the city of Kalaman. So I was doing some more reading, and I don't know, to me that merits a long rest, especially what you guys have been through. So yeah, before you guys, you see the walled city of Kalaman rise in the distance, spreading across the southern shore of a wide bay. Ships sail to and from the city's walled harbor, their courses lit by a pair of towering beacons. On the shore ahead, where the Vingard River meets Kalaman Bay, dozens of survivors from Vogler have pulled their mismatched boats ashore and begun making camp. Let me just kind of click over to a map of the city. Move you guys over here. This is the city of Kalaman that you guys are coming up upon.
So which direction are the dragon hordes coming from? Oh wait, no, that's later.
Oh yeah.
That's tomorrow.
All over.
They're actually already
going
there.
down river.
Yeah, they're already
let's
there.
Just keep going down the river.
They're like, oh, that's nice. You escaped Vogler. That's nice.
Yeah, we're river people now.
By the way, we own Kalaman, so rip. And the adventure's over. Thank you, everybody. So with that, you guys, there's several boats that kind of land to like the northwest, like outside of Kalaman. There's other boats that do kind of start flooding the port area, and you see a lot of people, especially like fisher folk and stuff like that, take notice to just all these massive boats that are just arriving, and this is just very unusual that's happening. And as you guys, let me see here. Let me roll some dice because it's fun. So I'm gonna roll. This is for Biddy. Okay. Biddy, you notice, you guys have just like arrived on shore and stuff. You guys get out of your boat, and Biddy, you notice a couple sits shivering beside an unlit stack of firewood, staring off in the direction of Vogler. Lighting the fire through any means calms the couple and earns a wordless nod of thanks.
Okay, hang on.
But all you guys kind of get out of the boat and just kind of like start walking around, because it just looks like a lot of the people that have fled, are just kind of posting up on shore. So you're kind of a little bit separated, but not really. You're all just together. So I'm going to roll like a d4 for each of you that comes across like kind of a little bit of an encounter here.
If you want, Biddy, I can cast some sort of fireball and see if I can light that campfire for them.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
he kind of like tugs on Ballroom's sleeve, like she's just like, hey, you get a little like spell or something that could like maybe like start that fire over there. Those people look like they're really struggling right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I was actually joking about a legit fireball, which I can't cast
No.
yet. But yes.
Fireball,
He'd like
if you have that
to- yes,
cantrip,
firebolt.
it's really
Yeah.
nice.
Yep. He would.
Or
not.
even prestidigitation, I think.
Yeah.
You see Halvard
Firebolt would do it.
gripping his shield very tightly.
I have to step alongside
Yeah.
Halvard everywhere I go.
So yeah, Balrin, you go over there and you help out this young couple. You look at their firewood, and their firewood obviously looks like it's a little wet, and the guy like just trying to light it is just struggling. And you go over there and you.
I'll kind of grab his hand just to kind of say like, I got it, and then point my finger at it, cast a firebolt to get it going, and then look up at the people and say, we will get vengeance.
Nice. The guy is very thankful, and he nods to you, and he's like, we will. We lost a lot. And you see like his significant other and stuff just kind of is crying and just kind of huddles up close to him, and she's like, thank you, friend.
Well,
Biddy goes over and casts thaumaturgy on the fire.
Okay.
You cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute. I am going to use my magic to turn the flames purple and sparkly.
Nice.
Huh.
You do that, and the young couple is
Just
just
smile.
is like super enamored, and they're just like, you kind of, they smile, and you bring a little bit of joy in this tough moment and stuff to them and stuff. And she's like, magic, I never, sorry, race cars outside the house right now. The racing strip is live. But yeah, so they're just like super enamored by that, and she's like, magic, and she's just kind of in awe. With that, Halvard, go ahead and make a wisdom, or actually, Halvard, you notice an older refugee slipped in the shallow water and looks like he sprained his ankle, and he's like kind of makes it onto land and stuff. And he kind of looks like he's in pain and stuff, and he could probably use some help. Right now, Biddy and Balrin are kind of over at the fire, but Halvard, you see this happening.
So, is that someone has their ankle sprain when they were trying to get out of the boat? Was it?
Yeah, they slipped in the shallow water when they're trying to get to land, and it looks like he sprained his ankle.
Gotcha. I'll probably just go over and I think Halvard will just go over to help them out with trying to. I think he'll probably just go over and say, "Allow me to help you," as he's kind of like tells him just to like rest.
Okay.
Like the sit down will help with trying to get the boat like situated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can tell the boat is almost kind of like capsized. He's like, "Oh, thank you, good sir. That boat's been in my family for many generations." He's like, "I'm sorry. I think I sprained my ankle." And he's just like gripping on his leg. If you want to go over there, Halvard, and help him out, you get kind of the boat flipped up and kind of tied down. You're welcome to ask assistance of your party members, or if you want to try like a medicine check, which is wisdom based, you could also try yourself to kind of help out this guy in his sprained ankle.
Gotcha. I'll probably
Or if you have a healer's
look to
kit
the.
too, I don't know. But
I do not,
Okay.
sadly. But I'll look to the others and just. I'll tell the guy. I will be right back, and I'll make it back to the party and say, there's a older fella who. Wrong voice. Damn. It's doing so well.
It's alright.
There's an old man who sprained his ankle. I'm not sure if either of you are good with medicine or anything that might be.
How many
able
of
to
us are of the generation that would understand the phrase, "He's fallen and he can't get up"?
Definitely. So
That's fair.
yeah. So you could try to help him out in probably a number of different ways, and this is directed at the group, but like if you want to make a medicine check, or if you have a healer's kit, you can expend one of those, or any type of healing magic could definitely restore this guy's, help with this guy's sprained foot. I don't know if Biddy is, oh yeah, she is. Biddy is mobile right now, so she
Oh, I
might
was gonna
be
say
able
because
to
I was like,
answer.
Gotcha.
yeah, then what? Ballin
that-
just kind
all
of glasses
eyes are
over at Biddy.
Looking over at Biddy.
If I had to
Yeah.
guess, Biddy's either going to be able to heal or is because yeah, it's wisdom based, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is.
so that
I'll
would be not
because I know
so much
she's.
my part.
Let me roll for her. Wisdom.
Does 5e
medicine
have
check.
like a cantrip heal for clerics?
I think the
Um,
closest thing they have is
No, there's no cantrip heal.
she's
I
back.
was hoping for that. Sorry, I had to feed the dog.
yeah, the closest thing is
But-
spare the dying.
Spare the dying.
Yeah, spare the
Oh.
dying, which is only
Okay.
good if you're dying.
Okay,
But
so we need to kill him, is what you're saying.
Yep, pretty
So,
much. Fireball.
Too weak. Yep. Here it comes.
You're right
Wild
all
Sun.
along. When in doubt,
Get that
lead
shield
with
away from me,
fireball.
hey,
All right, so it's up to you, Biddy. You're welcome to make a wisdom medicine check, or you can use your magic healing, or if you have a healer's kit, you can expend one of those. So totally up to you.
hang on.
For
No.
whatever you end up choosing, if there's a way that I can assist, I don't remember how that works or if that's a thing.
Yeah, I think if she uses like a check, you can use a help action, which kind of gives her advantage on rolling.
Okay.
For sure.
Got it.
So we'll go with that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I guess I don't really have anything that I can use,
Let's say go ahead. Yeah.
but I'll just cast a spell.
Okay.
I suppose.
Well, you can
Or-
use. I would try your medicine check first because it doesn't require
Okay.
any spells,
Sorry.
and you're gonna do it with advantage. Balrin's gonna help you out. He's gonna.
I'm your assistant. You tell me what to hold and where to apply pressure.
He's like bite down.
Ah!
on this.
Okay,
You
you know what?
Advantage. You get to go again. It's
He's-
advantage.
Yeah, with advantage. That was only one roll. And when you do checks too with advantage, if you right click on
Oh,
Oh shit.
it. Oh,
Brian.
okay. Ooh,
I am
Wow.
okay. Okay, hang on.
I
The old
like the
man's like, "Oh,
consistency.
my
Let's
leg!
focus. Let's focus.
Hang on.
What are you trying to hurt me, little one?"
If I have
Ah.
the lucky feet, could I use that in this situation to reroll?
Yes, you can
Okay.
re-roll with advantage.
Oh, a 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I won. So if you right-click on it, select advantage.
God, that was.
And
Okay.
That was.
roll again.
Got an 11.
Go ahead and roll again.
I can't believe you rolled 2 fumbles.
I
in a
know,
row. That's
two
impressive.
critical fumbles.
So
Okay.
bad. Like in a row, back to
That's
back.
like skill. That is skill.
So
There's
yeah.
something about these dice on this particular game that just hate me.
I don't think it was bound to happen. So this guy, he's still hurting. You try your best. It's still he's still kind of in pain and stuff. And after a while, I think some of the guards kind of come over and start attending to him and stuff. And he's like, so you tried your best. Next, let's see. I'm gonna give you guys
Sorry.
one more. You did
Man,
your
I'd be a
best.
more effective healer if I could roll better.
So the guards kind of come over and try to be like, "Oh, we got this. We can take care of this." And you guys, all 3 of you guys, are coming up together.
We got this. Please stop.
We got this. Please not. I don't think you're
Kitty just
licensed
kind of
to
like
do
her
this
shoulders,
right
her
now.
shoulders just slump down. She's just like, I did a bad job. She just
She
turns
was
away.
trying
Just
to
like,
break my leg.
like,
I told her it was the left leg, and she's trying to do this stuff with my right leg. I tell you, kids these days. And with that, like, you guys look out and you see a youngster. A youngster is struggling to land their boat. The boat is about 20 feet from shore, and it starts drifting away.
just don't make me roll for it.
Hey, maybe we got all the bad ones out of the way.
Yeah. Got all the bad rolls. So if anybody wants to help out, if you want, you would be
Rope. I got rope.
Okay.
I can throw a rope to him unless somebody's got a better idea. What do you got, Halvard?
what's
You
act-
just raised your. You
It-
got an idea?
The kid's okay. Like, the kid, like, is swimming, but the boat is, like, drifting away. So it's more of, like,
Oh.
saving the boat. The kid seems to be okay. And, but yeah, his boat is just, like, totally drifting out. He looks upset. So if anybody wants to help rescue the boat, you can. You'd have to make a survival check.
If I did a puff of wind wouldn't probably be enough to push it. Would it? Prestidigitation could do a puff of wind. That's probably not strong enough to push the thing
You
to
could-
shore.
Yeah, probably not enough to push it to shore, but maybe enough to... I would say if you did that, it would be enough to kind of like slow it down. So in other words, if somebody wanted to make a survival check, they would do it with advantage since you're doing your spell to kind of help and
Yeah.
assist.
Okay, yeah, I
Okay.
will do that because I have a 0 for wisdom.
Okay.
Anybody good with you? Biddy, we coming back to you, Biddy? Albert, how are you doing?
You guys
I
notice...
got +1 for survival.
Okay.
Okay.
You notice Balrin is casting magic and kind of keeping the boat from, going faster and away from you guys. So if when you guys make a survival check, go ahead and do it with advantage. Apparently Biddy's dice are now warmed up.
And I just still like doubles.
Doubles, 23. Hacksaws. Okay.
Holy crap.
I'll say, yeah, Biddy, you just like jump in the water and you swim super hardcore right to the boat and you get it. You grab the boat and stuff, and then with Balrin kind of keeping it, you're able to kind of pull it back onto land.
I'm imagining Biddy running out there being like, I won't lose another one.
I won't lose.
I'm not losing you too.
Failure, I promise.
And you hear in the background, and I told her it was my left leg.
I'm not
And I-
a
and I-
failure.
Instantly turn around and cast Firebolt in the direction of the voice.
Nice. Okay. So with that, you guys have helped a lot of the survivors, that came ashore and stuff, in one way or another. And you guys bump into Darrett there. He's also going around kind of helping out people, talking to people of the town, just making sure everybody's okay, all this stuff. And from your boat too, you guys pull out that big wooden crate, and Derek comes over to you guys, and he's like, we made it. He's like, do you guys need help with your boat? And he looks at this wooden crate, and he's like, whoa, what's that?
Looks like we made it.
Oh, where's Ciro when we need him?
He died. He was part of the Defenders.
He was, yeah. Rip. But
Sacrificed himself for the group.
yeah. But yeah, Darrett's kind of curious about this box. And Aek's like, well, this was a present that that Becklin wanted you to have. She didn't want you to have it until we got to Kalaman, but this is for you, Darrett. And Darrett's like, Darrett is also holding Becklin's helmet that has like a broken, her helmet is broken and stuff, and he's kind of he's never let it go ever since Jayev kind of gave it to him. With that, like, Darrett looks at the box, opens it up with the help from you guys, and inside of it, you see is a full suit of Solamnic armor. Darrett just falls down to his knees, and he is just beside words right now and stuff. And you can just see he's got like tears coming out of his eyes, and he's just flooded with emotion over like this suit of plate armor.
So that would have been heavy as hell for us to carry, but I think Baldwin will come over and put an arm on his shoulder.
Yep.
Kind of support.
Aek, yep. You guys all kind of do the same. Aek is like, man, that was so heavy. That was so... And he kind of looks at you guys, and he's like, sorry, yeah.
My strength is only a 10, dude. You can't do this to me.
He's like, good thing all of us were here to help. But yeah, Aek is like, it took all of us to kind of bring this back from Thornwall Keep to the wharf here for you. And Darrett, beams a smile of appreciation to all of you guys, and he's like, thank you. He's like, you guys are good friends. He's like, I don't know what I could have done without you. The town of Ogler would have definitely been decimated, and we wouldn't all be here, in an attempt to escape to Kalaman if it weren't for you guys. And he's like, thank you.
I mean,
thank
the
you.
town was still kind of decimated. I don't know if that was us.
Yeah. So with that, everybody go ahead and make a wisdom perception check. I guess I can roll for Aek too. Wisdom, or that's perception. There we go.
7.
Aek gets a 6. I think Aek has your dice.
Yeah, Biddy, you got
Balrin.
them all. Oh,
Oof.
notice what?
Balrin's
Notice
got,
what?
got
Notice
the
who?
dice. Notice. Balrin's like, oh, my shoelace is untied. Hang on, guys, I gotta untie this.
Yeah, he spends 5 minutes trying to figure it out.
So Biddy, you realize that two prominent villagers are missing. You notice that Lord Baccharis and his son, Baccharis the Younger, are gone, are not amongst the crowd of people on the shore.
Okay.
And no one is surprised.
Betty's having an internal conflict. Like, do I say anything or do we just call it a win? But she is good
Mm-hmm.
at heart. She looks at the group and she's just like, well, I don't think everybody made it. We're missing our two least favorite people. But you know,
Aik is like, who's missing?
the Baccharis family.
Oh. Mm.
Balrin will come to the wrong conclusion with the one. Like, sweet, they died.
Sweet. They're gone. That's awesome. One of the villagers kind of like overhears, and they're like, "Oh, the Baccharises, yeah, they happen to be one of the first people on the boat to Kalaman, or they arrived first. The last time I saw them, they were heading to the castle a few hours ago."
Oh,
Damn it.
that's great news. Happy
they're-
to hear they made it safely.
Maybe now they're just out of our hair.
Yeah. And with that, like, you guys see Mayor Raven come over to you guys, and she's been just like super busy tending to the needs of everybody. And she just kind of comes over to the group, and she's like, Are you guys doing okay? Like, I saw you guys helping out and stuff. I really appreciate that. She's like, I think we have everybody, I believe, and stuff. And she's looking at you, kind of reading you guys, and she's like, maybe, are we missing somebody? She says to you guys.
Well, we already found out that the Baccharis family showed up early, and that's why they're not actually missing. They're just on their way to the castle.
Oh no. Mayor Raven's like, oh,
No. I'm asking you as the DM, like out of character. Like, would we even bother telling her that they're missing if we don't think that they're missing?
It's up to you guys whether you want to give this information to the mayor or not. But you share this. I mean, the group knows of this information that those two are missing, and then.
But they aren't missing. Didn't that person just tell us that they were going to the castle?
Yeah, they're just missing from like the group that have landed on
Oh.
shore. So they're not here with everybody. They landed and then they took off
I
towards the
thought
castle.
missing meant implied that they had gotten lost at sea or something.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No. So I guess we would share that. We're just like, well, the just ever so delightful Baccharis family is not hasn't been seen. The last I heard, they had tried to go up to the castle, but they are not with the group. I don't know.
Oh boy. Mayor Raven is like, if you guys don't mind, and she looks at Darrett and you guys, and she's like, if you guys don't mind investigating that would be great. And you can just tell, like, she's just got a lot of work to do to help people out and get people safe and comfortable and just all that stuff.
You want us to go collect them?
Not collect, but just see what's going on. Anything is better than. I don't trust those two, especially going to the castle on our behalf. If you guys don't mind, I would appreciate that.
If my character was an actually unintelligent person, I would assume that they would want us to off them. Be like, oh, we got it. Wink, wink, wink.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't with. Yeah, I got a +2 intelligence. It's not going to
Nice.
happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We can go see what trouble they're causing.
I would appreciate.
Are you
that.
sure you don't want to switch places?
Uh,
We'll tend to thousands of people while you go and deal with these jerks.
she's like,
It was
well,
just a joke.
yeah,
trying to
and
lighten
and she chuckles and laughs. She gets it, and she's like, well, I'm not the mayor anymore. You guys can just call me Raven. And I still kind of have a job here to do, and but yeah, if you guys could investigate for me, I trust you guys, especially what you guys did for our people. So, with that,
Be happy to.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm always quick, a little slow on the mute.
No, it's all
Go,
good.
go, go.
No, I was waiting for anybody to confirm, so I appreciate it. So with that, you guys kind of go to the entrance of Kalaman. So what you see before you see statues of Titanic soldiers line Kalaman's mighty walls. These ancient stone knights stare into the distance, daring invaders to dash themselves against defenses that withstood even the cataclysm. A disorganized neighborhood of tents and ramshackle structures lines the road to the city's nearest gate, where soldiers in blue and yellow uniforms question all who enter. And as you guys come up there, you guys meet.
Real quick.
Yep.
On this walk, we're looking for Rovina here, right?
Correct. Or you
So
have a scroll to meet
scroll.
a certain
Wyham?
somebody. Yep, Wyham in this city.
Yeah, I got my notes right here, so I'm kind of on the lookout, and
Sure.
I would be looking for anybody that appears to be in black robes.
Okay. You come, the gate guards kind of halt you guys, and they're like, halt there. Well, what is your business here in Kalaman?
Who was it that leads this town? Was it like what did they call the mayor of this town?
Actually, I'm going to say Ciro is with you guys right now, and Ciro is from Kalaman.
Oh my god, I'm going to give him the biggest hug. I've missed him so
It's
much.
so much. I know. We're just.
Where have you been? Tell
where
us
have you been?
stories.
Ciro's like, hey guys.
We fought an ogre.
He,
Yeah, where the fuck were you?
he's like, sorry, I was just helping some people on the shore, but
I don't know. It feels like you were across the world, maybe in the UK or
maybe
something.
I feel like I was a world away, guys.
Mother plane existence.
And he's like, well, Kalaman is a city that's led by a governor and a council of prominent guild leaders and a military marshal. So it's more ruled by a group of people.
Okay. So I turn to those people and say, like, we need to. We're from Vogler. We've just arrived on the shores after our town was overrun by some sort of armies of Takahisis, and we're here to speak with your leaders. And
he's like, very well. He's like, I'm sorry about what happened, and word is spreading quickly. But yes, you will definitely want to speak with the governor. We would, as you can see, the castle is just straight ahead. If you guys go into town there, you can't miss it.
I'm also looking for somebody named I've been told that they wear black robes. Do you know this individual or where they might be?
Wyhan, yes. She is. She could be found just on the west side of the town here. She has a shop. And he looks at his other buddies like, oh, what was the name of? He's like, oh, Wyhan's Apothecary. And he will point. I don't know if this will show up for you guys, but let's see. What do you guys use for your pointer clicker? Do you just go to like ruler or something, or you double click?
I think the select tool and then
there it
double
is.
Yeah.
click.
There it is.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
So
We're all
yeah. So he
We
double
all
clicked
experimented.
on the southwest. That was funny. You guys passed my test of clickiness. You guys all advanced to level 20. So it's this town right here is like, oh yes, that's Wayhin's apothecary. Can be found over there. She has a shop full of trinkets and other weird and obscure things.
Oh shit! I'd like to move that. Oh no! I wanted to move a circle on top of it so I could just come back to it later.
Oh, okay.
While I fuck around and undo this.
I think I can. There we go. I erased it. I think.
Thanks.
Cool.
This is not the way
Circles.
I would build a circle.
Circles. That's the best thing
Okay.
about the game is just clicking. Okay.
Yep. Okay,
So
there.
yeah.
We'll go back to that later. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good days. Yeah, but have a good day and welcome to Kalaman. And you guys walk through the city. It is a huge city. Vogler was a small town compared to this. I try to think of Kalaman as almost like Stormwind in World of Warcraft. It's really big with lots to see, a lot of trade and stuff going on. So you guys kind of walk. Are you guys heading just straight to the castle now, or are you guys checking out things before you headed there, or what do you guys want to do?
I think the priority for us should probably be trying to find Captain Chuckle fucking his offspring.
Yeah. I think that was his name. That's where I got my notes.
I believe
Captain
so.
Chucklefuck.
Yes. Okay.
Pretty sure it's first name.
All
Yep.
right. So you guys make en route to the castle. As you cross Castle Kalaman's paved courtyard, a familiar figure intercepts you with an arrogant smile, and it is Bakaris the Younger. Let me just throw up a picture here just to remind you guys.
Cool. Start
And-
glancing through my spell list.
And, and he says, "Oh, my father has matters well in hand. We'll be sure to send for you and the rest of the fish folk once we've determined what's best for them." And he just kind of chuckles at you guys.
Nope, go for it.
Biddy
I mean, I'm
kind
just
of
gonna look around.
It's just like, you will not speak for the people of Volgar. They have their own voices. And she's just like fuming. It's just like tiny little ball of rage.
And
Who's around?
there's
I'm asking for a friend.
in the courtyard, there's guards like scattered here and there, and they kind of hear this, but there's not like a lot. It's not like super crowded. It's just you guys on this courtyard and Bakaris the Younger, and some guards that are overwatching.
Okay. I think I'm going to maybe fuck with him, do a minor illusion where I'm going to create a sound. Its volume can. I could toss this in if you guys want to read the big ass long description.
Oh, okay.
But I'm essentially going to be doing just the sound effect around him.
Okay. And what,
That's going to just whispering, "Run for your life, run for your life," just to freak the shit out of him.
and he's like, he hears that and he's like, "What? What? You? You?" And he just points to Ballerin. He's like, "Are you guys? and he's just like super
Okay.
confused.
Here
and
comes
starts-
deception because I'm trying to make it sound like he's the crazy one hearing voices.
Okay.
Like that I don't hear it. So here comes
Can
a roll.
I help with this?
Yes.
Ooh,
you guys can
yes.
help instigate. Oh, 19. Okay, yeah.
So there's the other one. So we're gonna go ahead and go without 19.
You're good, and you guys are all kind of like playing it like, you're the crazy person hearing voices right now, and he's like, I know you guys are doing that.
Aurora casts, not Aurora, sorry, Betty casts
Wrong
thaumaturgy
campaign.
and instantly cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. If there's anything like any like doors or windows around that are open, they just slam shut.
They slam shut.
automatically.
Bakaris,
And we just pretend like nothing's happening.
Bakaris is just totally freaked out. You guys are scaring the crap out of him. And he's like, I hate you guys. And he just like kind of runs off. And he's just like cowardly runs away and stuff.
All right.
So you guys continue on to the castle. The castle guards kind of help you out of where you need to go. They kind of lead you to a council chamber. And as you guys are escorted by the guards as you kind of get closer and stuff, and they escort you inside. And the guards come in. You guys enter the council chamber, and the guards are like, Governor and city officials, these are survivors of Vogler. They are here to voice some concerns about their town and what happened. And all through this, the guard turns to you, and you guys look around and you see 8 serious-looking people sit around a broad table in the middle of a spacious hall. At the table's end, a tall man with plaited blonde hair and a velvet vest of blue and gold stands to greet you. This is kind of his picture. Welcome, guests. I'm Governor Kalof Miat. Your leader has briefed us on the situation in Vogler. His bold defense and his eagerness to strike back against these invaders. As Miat says this, he nods to a man near him. Of course, this is none other than our good friend, Lord Bakaris, who glares at your intrusion. The governor continues and says, Tell us, are your people still preparing for battle?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry that there's been a mix-up. Bakaris is the jester of the court, and he was just here to send a message. It sounds like there's been a miscommunication.
The
We're
council
here to-
members and the
true
governor
leader
all look over
is
at
still at
Lord
the beach helping
Bakaris.
people.
I'm sorry, what was that, Betty?
The true leader of our town is still down at the beach, helping the survivors get to land and make sure everyone's okay. I'm sure she will be up to talk with you once she's made sure that her people are safe.
Yes, Bakaris or Becky.
Just a snarky look over to Bakaris.
Bakaris just gets super red in the face.
But Bakaris or Baki, as he's known as the jester, is pulled some of these types of things before. So my apologies that nobody serious was here to greet you. Hopefully he gave you some recount of honesty, but we're here to lay out the truth of what happened. All jokes aside.
He's like, these people, he's like, they don't know what they want. I will tell you, the people have spoken to me. What we need to do is go back and battle and kick their butts at Vogler. I know we could do this. I know we could go back. We need to go back and strike now and quick. I don't need...
I'll hold the hand.
And he
be
just like glares at you guys, and he's super red in the face.
I think I would just kind of maintain calm and give him kind of like this just oh kind of smile, like isn't that cute? And then just try to again like look to leader and be like, I am so terribly sorry. This is embarrassing. For the people of Ogler have been through a lot, and this is not what we need. I'm happy to talk to you, Baki. I think the people could use a laugh back at the docks if you could return so that we can have a real conversation.
And
And then again, like just all sorts of apology.
Lord Baccharis just sits down and he's just like, and he's
It's
just
okay, Baki.
like
It's okay. It's
sitting
okay.
down.
I know you were trying your best. You were trying your best. We're so proud of you.
And you see the governor is just like, and they like kind of lay a hand. The governor's like stop to Lord Baccharis, and they're just like, if you don't mind, what happened in Vogler?
Can I just say that we would jointly tell the story, all three of us, of recount what exactly happened?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
With,
So you
with detail and even kind of
Yeah.
slipping in at the end, making sure to talk about why Baki was here before us, because he likes to get ahead of things and jumped on the boat. Yeah.
and yeah, the governor and everybody, the city council, and even you see kind of like a war general pays attention. You see
Okay.
the marshal is kind of a young gal, and very stern, some really nice armor and stuff like that, and she's listening very intently on what you guys are telling the group. And with that, as you guys kind of like relay the entire story, what went down and what's going on, especially about the Red Dragon Army, and what happened at the city of Vogler. If you guys already with what you guys did to Lord Baccharis, go ahead and all you guys make a intimidation check. I would say with advantage.
Could I do deception? Well, I guess intimidation would work.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, dang it. I didn't do it right, but I'll roll twice.
Do you say all of us
Ooh.
are making this roll?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. With advantage, right? Just double check.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead with advantage.
Uh,
You guys are all kind of helping each other. Oh, yeah. Okay, so with this, all three of you, like, shut him up super quick. And he is just silent. He sits down, and as you guys tell the whole story, what went down and all the details, Governor Miat frowns, and you click back to him, and he says, "This is all dire news." He's like, "My heart goes out to your friends and families. I hope you can understand our reticence to welcome you all through our city gates. These aren't normal times. Marshall," and he looks over to the young woman as she steps forward to the group. The governor gestures to a stern woman wearing armor embellished with blue and gold colors of Kalaman. She nods and begins, "I am Marshal Vendry, commander of Kalaman's military forces. I am afraid your situation is far from unique." And the whole council is quiet. Everybody is quiet. And she goes on to explain, "There have been many small villages and farms to the south and east of Kalaman that have been burnt in recent weeks. My information also tells me that Vogler is the largest community to be attacked and the only one with many survivors. We've had experienced patrols of armored Kalaman soldiers that have been found cut down, in some cases with mysterious claw-like gashes in their armor. But she.
I think with that we would have shared the draconian details, yeah, like as part of our story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, that would have been like one, like kind of like paramount importance, like warning them, like saying, like, "Hey, there's this draconian army. They just attacked our place. They're probably gonna attack yours too."
She's like,
Yeah,
this
and there's like a new species, so we tell them about how they die, even, and how it's like a weapon when they die.
You
You know?
guys-
These wild alligator bats.
You guys mentioned
Yes.
about these creatures that you guys fought, and this is all news to all of them. You know they don't know any information about Draconians or the Dragon Queen or her army. This is all new stuff, and you can just you can tell that Marshal Vendry and the governor are just like super soaking this in, and then even the council is very quiet and their jaws just like totally drop. I mean, they're like, oh my. And Marshal Vendry says, we protect our large city of Kalaman. We've been battling raiders from Eastwild and ogres from Taman Busik. But we've all heard rumors of war in the eastern nation of Kur, but until now, it's we haven't been considered like that far off nations' struggles are kind of relevant. And she's like, I thank you for sharing this information. This kind of put some pieces of the puzzles together from what my military has been sending me for information and intel. I'm very impressed what you guys describe of these Draconians. Is that what you call them?
I don't think we'd know that name.
We know what they're called. I mean, I don't know that what their race is called. Have we come across that, or are we still kind of going with alligator bats?
You guys, going back like several episodes when you guys captured one of the mercenaries from Ironclad that was a traitor. Yes, he's referred to these things as Draconians.
Oh, okay.
So you guys, the alligator bat people are
now
Draconians.
Okay.
Yep.
We know they're Draconians.
And Marshal Vendry, she's like, I am amazed that you guys have even seen this dragon army and the soldiers, and with what you say, and especially with what happened in the town of Vogler. Oh my. She's kind of impressed. She's very impressed with the information that you had and with what you guys did with the town of Vogler to help save them. The governor asked the characters and Darrett to kind of step outside for a while the council discusses what they've learned. So you guys,
what happens with Baki?
Bakaris just kind of shrinks into his chair, and he's just like, but he doesn't leave. He's not asked to leave yet and stuff.
Oh, I'll turn around and call and be like, hey, Baki, it's time to go back to the shore. They need a good laugh over there. Like, I would not let that jackass stay in the room while they deliberate.
And he's like, I don't think they asked me to leave. I think I still need to be here. And the governor and the marshal kind of look at him and look at you guys, and they kind of nod at you and just be like, especially the marshal, she just kind of like voices to you guys of just like, he's not a threat. He can just stay, but don't worry, guys.
All right.
So as that, like, we're like waiting outside the door of the council chamber. You guys can go ahead and make a perception check for me as you guys are kind of outside the door.
18.
Nice. Oh my god. Wow, your rolls. Oh, jeez, all of you guys. Okay.
Heyo,
Remember,
Heyo.
double ones. Double
So,
ones.
double
Starting
ones.
the game.
Starting off.
Okay,
Beginning
that
minutes.
old man was
Glad.
probably like a terrible human being.
He
Yeah.
Like the
deserved. Did you hear
biggest-
his shit talking the whole time?
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
he
such
didn't deserve my
misogynistic
healing
prick.
spell.
My left
Yeah.
leg. I told her my left leg, not my right.
Basically, a dragon
Exactly.
in disguise.
And so with you guys all pass your perception check, and you hear a very frustrated Marshal Vendry repeatedly interrupting Lord Baccharis. So with that, about like a half an hour kind of goes by. The council meeting adjourns. So the chamber doors open, and most of the council members file past you without a glance. Marshal Vendry beckons to you from the door, while inside Marshal Miat and Lord Baccharis remain seated.
Sorry, you said Baccharis is here
Yeah,
still?
yeah. Baccharis is in here.
Okay.
It's just Baccharis, and the marshal kind of beckons you guys to come inside and stuff. So
Okay.
you guys enter the chamber. You got Baccharis, the governor, the marshal, and the chamber. They shut the doors, and in a decisive tone, Governor Miat says, "The citizens of Kalaman are prepared to offer your people shelter in the neighborhoods outside the city walls, the protection of our soldiers, and, while we can spare it, food from our tables." He folds his hands and fixes his eyes on you. "There is a condition, though." And he goes on to explain that the Kalaman's leaders are, he says, me and the leaders, we are very concerned about the threat posed by the enemy that attacked Vogler. The city has woefully little information about this foe, but with the information that you guys told us, that will definitely help in our intelligence. We have sent scouts to learn more about this in the past, but they have all disappeared. We understand that you guys have both faced this foe and saved an entire village from an attack, which what we are hearing is we are all very impressed with your endeavors. You guys are truly heroes of Vogler. In return for Kalaman protecting the people of Vogler, we would like you, and he gestures to you guys and Darrett, to report to Marshal Vendry as special operatives in Kalaman's military. You guys kind of all look at each other.
Wait, so he just enlisted us for military service on not voluntary basis?
Because we rescued a town. Your prize for rescuing everybody is involuntary enlistment.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
I know,
congratulations, you're drafted.
I know this is a lot of stuff. He's like, we'll just step out for just a few minutes, but if you guys want to discuss,
They like to work with us as liaisons.
Pretty much, yeah. So Marshal Vendry
We're like the
Marshal Vendry's there with you guys, and the governor kind of leaves and with Baccharis and stuff. And she's like, "Yes, special operatives." And she's like, "Listen, what you guys have seen and what you guys have done is a great asset, especially with what's coming. We could really use your help." She says, it's if only one of you guys want to approve of being like my special operative, I totally understand. You're all welcome though. And she promises, like, hey, until the threat to the region is over, this is all that we're asking. of you. She mentions that all the characters will become esquires of Kalaman. You guys will all be paid 5 gold pieces per week. And all the characters, all the sworn characters and their companions will receive free lodging at Castle Kalaman. And she's like, I understand this is, you know, we're helping out your people where we can, and in return we're asking for your help as well.
So is there like so it's 5 gold pieces a week, was it?
Yeah.
And free lodging at the castle.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is there matching uniforms we have to wear, or?
She's like, well, if you guys are in, she opens.
What colors complement your skin,
She-
Halvard?
She brings out like a box, a
Like,
wooden
check the
box.
swatches first.
Mm,
She brings out
Yeah.
a wooden box that has these palm-sized emblems with blue and gold symbol of Kalaman etched into its face. This is a symbol of their special rank. And Halvard, you notice, like, you've been a soldier before in a big city. You recognize this special rank is basically akin to lieutenancy, which is higher than soldiers but lower than commanders. So this is kind of a special ops ranking that she would give, and she's like, if you guys are in agreement, you'll each get one of these. You guys look at Darrett too, and he's pretty excited with this information and news. You can tell he's been all along just like really in favor of Marshal Vendry. He's like, and he says to you guys, what do you guys think? I know this is a lot, and they're helping us out a ton, but I feel like they could really use our help.
This is something where, like, you just don't check. You had said that we don't all have to agree to this, correct?
That is correct. He's like, I get it. If you guys don't want to be a direct, link to Marshal Vendry, he's like, I can, if you guys are uncomfortable about this, I get it. He's like, what I could do, I could maybe work with her directly and work with you guys on the side, but what she's offering you guys has a lot of perks and stuff and pay and stuff too. But again, if you guys don't feel comfortable, I can work with her directly if you guys want to take that approach.
I'm looking at my alignment of chaotic good. I don't think I would be for this part, Like, I'd be like, fine, whatever, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to be really looking to join and enlist, but just kind of do whatever the fuck I want. But if it gets me money, I'll take their money.
Is this something where if we at first choose to join, then later choose to change our mind, are we able to go back on this?
Yes. Yes.
Like a lifelong enlistment.
Marshal Vendry's like, I'm not going to pressure you guys. If this is too much or if you feel uncomfortable, you guys can leave at any time. She's like, it's all what you guys want to do.
Baldwin will look to you all and say, you're all welcome to join, but I don't need to be part of this group, or that not that group, this group, because I want to be part of this group.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
that life ain't for me. Though I will be for hire.
Yeah.
They're looking
And
to
he's
get
like,
shit done.
I wouldn't be opposed to just checking to see, like, just letting them know, like, our services would be available if they need assistance, but we kind of work independently.
Independent contractors.
Yep.
Our
And
rates are a little higher, but we're reliable.
Marshall Vendry kind of comes over to you guys, and she knows that you're concerned, and she's like, "Look, you know, something may come up that I want you guys to investigate. You know, you guys are basically my special teams. If you guys don't want to do it or feel uncomfortable, you don't, you know, just let me know." She's like, I'm a straight shooter. I know you guys have seen some stuff and some things. I'm not saying, you know, I've got a job for you right now. There's a lot to process. There's a lot of things I need to go over and stuff. But she's like, I just want you guys to know that the offer's on the table. You know, for getting paid and lodging. We want to take care of you guys. But we can definitely use heroes like yourselves for like a special ops.
I will probably say no for now, just because it sounds like we are. Well, I mean,
Maybe
we're private
come in with
best.
like sort of an alternate proposal type thing. Is that what we're kind of aiming for?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think any of us want to join. Am I speaking bluntly here out of character?
Yeah, I
it's
think
amended.
like we'd be happy to help them out, but like
Yep.
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 not to be considered.
Ayak is like on agreeance and stuff. Same with Ciro too, and Darrett.
We literally just got here.
Yeah, Darrett. Darrett says, "Hey, Marshall Vendry, can you give me a minute with my group here?" And she's like, "Certainly." So Darrett turns to you guys, and he's like, "You know what? I feel like this is maybe a good avenue." He's like, "If you guys are comfortable, I would be willing to accept the governor's terms and take this on, you know, to help our people." He's like, "I know you guys, and I'll work with Marshall Vendry, and if you guys want to work for me, that would be cool. But I understand."
Would we work for anybody?
For you
I
is a
mean, well,
strong.
yeah. That's an
choice of
interesting
words.
phrase. We can work with you. You
Right.
can ask.
Darrett is like, "No, I would work with you guys." He's like, he sees this as a good move to help out the army or to help out Kalaman. But at the same time, he's like, "I understand being paid and all that stuff is not everybody's thing, but if it helps out our people and helps out Kalaman, he's like, I would do this for the group."
Yeah, admittedly, my main reason is that I think that we might work better if we are working out of our own
Mm-hmm.
terms
With
and
some level
covering
of
at our own
autonomy.
pace. Yeah,
This is, part quiz trivia for you all. This phrase: if you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire us.
Darrett chuckles and he's like, "Exactly." Darrett is like, "We've seen some stuff and some things, and I don't want to, lock all of us into a corner that we don't feel comfortable with." So with that, Darrett is like, "Are you guys okay if I take this up, and then we'll just work as a group together?
If that's what you want to do.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll
Happy
work
to
with you.
collaborate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he, Darrett says too, he's like, I know the mayor is really busy right now. Ayak is like, oh, she doesn't want to be called mayor anymore. She wants to be called just Raven. And Darrett's like, oh, okay. And Darrett's like, once we kind of help things out, I definitely want to get Raven here and introduce her to everybody so that she can help out. So cool. So Darrett kind of Marshall Vendry comes over, and Darrett says like, well, the party here, they appreciate the offer, but right now with things going on, we'll have to refuse the offer, but we appreciate it. Darrett's like, but for aid and protection in a voice of reason, and he looks over at like where Lord Baccharis used to sit. He's like, I just don't want outside influences to make decisions for our people that he shouldn't be making. So he's like, I will accept the governor's terms and I'll work with you, Marshall Vendry. But my group here is gonna will be doing their own thing. And she's like, very well, I understand and I appreciate that. I just want you guys all to know that the offer is there, and she thanks you guys very much for all your information today and with what happened. Anybody else want to do anything?
No.
No?
I mean, out of character, don't somebody feel like we gotta keep an eye on Baccharis? Like, I
Yeah.
just feel like this dude's eventually gonna turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's still
we
kind
need
of on
him
our
to
side.
we need to make sure he goes back to where the people from Vulgar are gathering so that people can collectively keep an eye on him.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't. I feel like it's only a matter of time before this jackass becomes a spy.
Agreed. And Darrett says, I'll keep an eye on him. He's like, I feel like we need a presence here to make sure that he's like, I saw from today, like, everybody sees, like, that Lord Baccharis talks out of his ass. And with what we had to say and everything, I think the group kind of knows that Lord Baccharis is, I think they know what kind of a man he is. Or lack thereof, I should say. But Darrett says, I'll feel comfortable staying. I mean, he's like, I think it's good that, I'll be in contact with the marshal and the governor to make sure, his voice gets muted.
Well, and I'd like someone to keep an eye on him so that he's not relaying information to those what we're trying to defend against, if that army does keep coming as they seem to be.
Sure. So yeah, with that, you guys kind of return back to the Vogler's survivors back at camp. You guys see Raven is there, and she thanks you for investigating. And she's like, "Did you find the Baccharises?"
Yeah, we found them. Yeah, they were weaving quite a tale of bullshit, but we straightened it out.
Doesn't surprise me, she says. And
I think we need to keep an eye on him, just to make sure that he's not doing anything unexpected.
I agree. She's like, I haven't seen him come back to camp yet, but knowing him, they're probably flipped a pretty big coin and are probably staying somewhere nice and ritzy that's not outside of camp or outside of town like the rest of us. So she mentions that when she gets things kind of settled, she wants to go back to the castle with Darrett and kind of lay down some more information. But with that, she is pleased to hear that Darrett is going to be giving aid to the Kalaman's military, especially to make sure that things don't go awry and so that, you know, we're doing what's right for the people. And just like at camp there, just after a couple hours, you guys see like several wagons and a contingent of soldiers from Kalaman come to the survivor camp with food and supplies.
If we didn't have any pressing action, I think as soon as we would not be directly needed, I would want to start seeking out Waylon, and others would be welcome to join as well. But
Okay.
you can carry on with this part of people's
kind of prefer to do on your own, or would you like want?
I think Baldwin would tell him, be like, I have something that I need to deliver to Waylon. And maybe it would be something I'd be right back for. I don't know. I guess he wouldn't really specify and let you decide what you want to do. I think that's kind of like, at first he might have wanted to do it by himself, but we just went through a bunch of shit and you were his people. So like he would, you know, kind of offer if you wanted to come, but this is kind of also understanding like this might not be of interest to you, and he'd be okay if you decided not to. So we kind of leave the choice to you.
Okay.
Sure. With that too, you guys do look around, and you guys do see, you know, like maybe for the next half hour or hour, you can tell like people need help around camp.
Okay.
They could use your guys' help right now, but Balrin, you can just kind of tell like once you guys help them out, like with getting accommodated or everybody comfortable in their lodgings, and just kind of helping people get into like their dry house and all that stuff. Like after like an hour or so, you kind of figured you would have time to free time to go and explore Kalaman. Like all of you guys would be too.
Yeah.
So.
I know. I just kind of wanted to see, like, if it was something that, like, if Balrin wanted to play this a little closer to the vest, if he was, like, a little more, like, didn't necessarily want us there for this particular
I think, yeah, I'm gonna harken back to when that cave thing came up. I just fucking ran.
Sure.
And it was because you guys didn't happen to be next to me, but because you happened to be there, he'd also mention it. But he's going. Like, it's just, he's not expecting you guys to come or not. He's not going to be embarrassed if you do. So that's kind of his take on it.
Aurora kind of looks at, like, Halvard, did you come in with us? I mean, sorry.
Who's Aurora?
Sorry.
Who are you? Never met this person.
She's another sorcerer. She's a half-elven. She's from Icewind Dale.
There's two of us?
Oh my god.
What?
So Biddy looks at Halvard and she's kind of just like, remember last time when he kind of wandered off by himself and he kind of might have gotten himself into a bit of a hairy situation. Do you think maybe we should follow? We should go with him and make sure everything goes okay?
Probably. At least one of us, just because. If one of us is breaking off to do something, at least one of us should be with one another.
Okay.
Or, well, I guess one with them. So I guess traveling in pairs is a good idea at this point.
Okay.
All right. Well, anybody
and I think
feeling itchy to go?
Yeah. I think with that, I'll stop the campaign for the night. And then what we'll do is we'll pick it up next week when Jay is back and see, like, who like you guys can definitely break up and go in like groups of 2 or groups of 3 and go explore Kalaman. And we'll just start there, but we'll just see like where everybody wants to go and do.
Okay. If this next part is very me focused and it would be boring for others, we can also do a pickup session too. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want the whole session to be just focused on my character learning shit about magic and everyone else is just kind of sitting there. So put that in your mind. Like if you and I wanted to, whatever people want to do, we can work it out via Discord, but
Yeah.
I want to put it out there.
It'll be fine. Like if you wanted to go by yourself, I don't think everybody would be bored listening to it. It's so it won't be like the test where that you did previous, where it would kind of be nice to have other people there to help you out. So this is more just kind of like role playing, but again, it's whether you go alone or whether you bring people with you. Won't have. I think it's going to be great. I mean, either way, it'll be fine for other people.
I'll leave it to you for your best judgment, but I'm just putting that out there. Like
Okay.
if it would be more fun for people to not be part of that, and then they can just kind of jump into the parts where they'll be more active,
Sure.
then we can do that too.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't care one way or the other, so I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, let me stop our Twitch feed. Thank you everybody watching. The 1 or 2 viewers.
It is like
Peace out.
I didn't log on. Sorry.